This is a help video for your work lesson assignment, and it also takes a look at how to use the formula triangle. You do have available the use of a formula sheet, which contains visual aids that look like triangles. A formula triangle presents the three variables found in a formula arranged in a triangle. It allows you to use your hand, cover up the unknown variable, the one letter or variable that you are trying to figure out for your answer, and determine how to find it. It's a way to rearrange the formula without doing so on paper algebraically. We're going to practice using the formula triangle with our work lesson assignment. The work lesson assignment has two problems. The first problem is broken down into 4 smaller problems. And those 4 smaller problems ask you to identify scenarios that go along with each problem. Look at the pictures below on the second page and match them with each problem. Understanding visually what each problem means and what the problem is describing makes a big difference. We need to be able to visualize what is going on. So we do want to be able to start drawing problems out, recognizing where the forces are, what forces or variables we have, what we are trying to solve for. So for each of these 4 questions in 1, match picture 1, 2, 3, or 4 to problem A, B, C, D above. And then we will solve using our work formula or some rearrangement of it. 1A, you exert a force of 25 newtons while you move a rock 15 meters. How much work did you perform? And up above it says, first choose the image, second do the problems, third, be sure when you write that answer you also include the appropriate unit. Okay, so we exert a force of 25 newtons. The unit of measure of force is the newton. While we move a rock 15 meters, if we're talking about distance, 15 meters, meters would be a unit of measure for distance. How much work did we perform? Work is our unknown. That's what we're trying to solve for. What number matches that problem A we are working on? Well, we're talking about moving a rock, so we're looking at 1 or 2, picture 1 or 2. And we have a force of 25 newtons. Let's focus on picture 2. And picture 2 is correct. We are applying a force of 25 newtons, and we're moving the rock 15 meters. So we get the rock to move a distance of 15 meters. We are applying the force of 25 newtons, and we're asking the question, how much work did we do? So 2 is the correct image for A. Now we have to use our formula. Work equals force times distance. We want to be able to rearrange that to solve for anything that might be unknown. Maybe we have to solve for distance or force. This first one, we are solving for work, so we can use the formula just as it's written. Work equals force times distance. What's our force? Well, our force is 25 newtons. What's our distance? $15 meters. To use the force and distance just as they're given, the force must be in newtons and the distance must be in meters. Those are the two conditions for force and force and distance. Force must be in newtons and distance must be in meters. If we look at the formula or visual aid sheet and scroll down to work, it will give you a bit more information about the unit. For work, it says work is measured in the unit joule, and 1 joule is equal to 1 Newton meter. So that is why the force must be in newtons and distance must be in meters. So when we multiply this, we find out what's 25 times 15. What's 25 times 15? We can do that. What did you get? You should get 375. Now you can put Newton meters, but we also have to know that that means 375 joules, because you will see it both ways, primarily joules, but you will see it both ways on quizzes or exams in our course. That's 1A. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Great job. Woohoo. All right, let's do one more for our video, and that should give you a great start. We'll do one more. All right. So you did 375 joules of work. If you didn't move the rock at all, you did no work at all. Let's look at C. How about C? Let's look at C. C says you move a box by exerting 45 newtons of force. The total work performed was 2,700 joules. How far did you move the box? Let's go down to our images. Okay, so we're talking about a box. So let's look at 3 and 4. And it said that we applied a force of 45 newtons. We did 2,700 joules of work, and we wanted to know how far did we move that box? That's number 3. So you can see the scenario, what's going on in the question that we're asking. We know how much work we did, but we don't know how far we moved the box. Well, we can figure that out. And that was number 3. So we're going to put that in that space right there, number 3. Now, what are we trying to solve for? What are we trying to find? We need to know how far. That's distance. So we want distance on our left side. We want distance on the left side. Okay, so we want to know what is distance equal to. That's going to make our lives a lot easier if we can set up the formula that way. Can we rearrange the formula so distance is equal to something? Sure, we can do that. If we look at this triangle, this is how you use the triangle. If you cover up D with your finger, your hand, two fingers, your index, your thumb, however you want to do that, what do you have remaining? Well, you have W over F, like a fraction or a ratio. So that means you can solve for distance. Distance equals work divided by force. So the formula triangle, whatever you cover up, shows you how to find that piece of information. Shows you how to find whatever you're covering up. If the letters are on top of each other, you're going to divide. If they're next to each other side by side, you multiply. So when you cover up D, you see work divided by force, W over F. And if you look over in my yellow box, you can see that I have distance equals work divided by force. Alrighty, that's how you use a formula triangle. They're pretty handy. So we have distance equals work divided by force. So that means distance equals work. What's work? 45 newtons or 2,700 joules. Work is energy, joules. 2,700 joules divided by force, 45 newtons. When you divide that, what do you get? What do you get? Divide it, what do you get? You should get... You get 60. What's the unit? What's the unit? What does it have to be in? Feet, inches, miles, kilometers? Well, for this to work out, for joules to be the unit, it must be in meters. We already mentioned earlier, in order for joules to be the unit for work, forces in newtons and distances in meters. So you move to the box 60 meters. Hope this helps. Have a great day.